Hey guys, it's Joel Sangerman and I'm in Jacksonville, Florida today. You see we got the pool, the palm trees. I'm actually just having completed Ron's Paper Power event, and Paper Power is all about how you can also make money with the paper that often accompanies your real estate deals. And it occurred to me that we talk so much in real estate about money, getting checks, getting paid. At the break we're talking about money, talking about all the different income streams that come from money. And I went up to my room at lunchtime and I saw a Facebook video post that was posted by a tenant buyer that I just put into one of my properties. And it made me really think that, you know what, there's a lot more to the real estate game than just the money-making component. Because all this talk about money, after a couple of days of talking about money, notes and mortgages and defaulted paper and the different things that you can do to sell off payment streams so that you can make money, I mean, it wears you out after a while. Now, of course, you get over that every time you get a check because of the work that you did, but there's additional rocket fuel to help you perform in real estate. And that rocket fuel is actually the altruistic benefit that comes from doing some of these deals. The benefit that you are creating for buyers. And it comes through in this post that I'm actually going to share with you. I'm going to put it on the end of this video. But it occurred to me that to actually implement on the system and get a check, you've got to go through probably 20 sellers. Well, what's going to fuel you to make those 20 seller calls? Well, one way of looking at it is if you get $20,000 per deal, then that's $1,000 per call. But what if you also looked at it from the standpoint of knowing that on the back end of those 20 calls, you're going to get a reaction like I'm about to show you from our tenant buyer. I mean, it makes you feel like you are just doing a tremendous service by doing a real estate deal. I mean, let's face it, there's a whole cascade of economic activity that occurs. If you're doing a rehab, a contractor gets paid, a title company gets paid, an attorney gets paid, and someone gets a great house. If you do a seller finance deal, you're helping somebody, and then you lease option it out, you're helping somebody like these guys get into a house, feel that pride of home ownership that they weren't able to feel until you came along. That's why you make the 20 calls. That's why you send out the yellow letters. That's why you get beat up with objections from time to time. That's why you go to these seminars and you learn the skills, the competencies, and the things that it takes to put these deals together. And actually, that's another point. There's really two elements to real estate investing that will make you successful. And I like to call it inner game and outer game. Well, the outer game is the stuff that I'm learning here at this seminar, at the Paper Power seminar, at the Quick Start Real Estate School, at Commercial Boot Camp, at all the different events that you can be taught by Ron and by others. These are the skills, these are the competencies, these are the ways that you handle objections. This is the knowledge that you gain about investing in real estate that frankly is very important when you talk to sellers. One of the things that sells with sellers is confidence, and confidence comes from having good, strong skill sets. But you know what the other half of it is? The other half, and if you think of a tree, and I'm going to show you this chart, what will create the sale with the seller and even with the buyer is that they have to trust you. And trust is fostered because you have competency. That's the skills, that's the outer game that I just spoke of, but it's also your integrity, your character, and that's the inner game. And your inner game is fueled by things like we're going to see on this Facebook post. What kind of person are you? What's your intent? Are you honest? Do you tell it like it is? And when your seller or your buyer sees that you have character and competency, your conversions, they go through the roof. So remember, it's not always just about making money. There's a big benefit on the end of doing these real estate deals. Okay guys, back up in the hotel room here, and I wanted to share this graphic that I mentioned down at the pool with you. It's about developing trust and what it really takes to develop trust. And it goes to these two areas. What's your character? What's your competence? Competence, this is your skills. This is your outer game. How do you handle objections? How do you answer the different questions that they have? What's your knowledge? What's your background? What kind of credibility do you have? What kind of reputation do you have in the marketplace? Character comes from what's your intent and what's your integrity. And I'd really like to tap into this area because I think if you can feel something more than just the greed component of real estate investing and how much money you can make,
everybody loves getting checks. Everybody loves making money. But there's something that is priceless about what I'm about to show you, and that is the feeling of pure joy and happiness when one of your tenant buyers gets a home because of everything you did to create the situation for them. And what we really want to do is tap in to our ability to convey our integrity and our intent and get a rush, if you will, from the altruistic benefits of real estate investing. So you don't just come across as somebody who's greedy and who's an investor who's trying to make money and it's all about the profit. Maybe it is, but certainly you get some good feeling from seeing reactions like this from your tenant buyer. So check this video out. I think you're going to like this, if I can get it to come up here. So what happened here is I like to look in on the tenant's Facebook and make sure they don't have 8 dogs or something going on in the house. And my assistant pulled this video up, which I'm having trouble getting to here, but if I can get the cursor to come down. This is our tenant buyer. She's about to see this house for the first time. That's her fiance. Okay, so what's going to happen in this video is you're going to see the pure joy of a tenant buyer actually reaping the rewards of all our hard work to get them in a house.
What? What? Say that again. I'm so happy right now. Oh, big news. We just bought a house. We just bought a house. It's not a picture, it's live! It's live! Open the damn door! We just bought a house. We just bought a house. No more moving back and forth. Oh my God! Oh. I have to work on the yard, but we just bought a house, so I don't care. Oh my gosh, I'm dying here. Mommy, where are you? How do you? Oh, hello. Hello. Oh my goodness, I'm so happy! It's a big closet. This is gonna be my office.
She can come here and get in her fucking car. How about that? How about that?
Say hi, your mom's watching.
My mom or his mom?
His mom.
My mom?
Yeah.
Hi, mama.
Are you happy?
Of course.
Are you excited?
Of course.
No more moving?
Get off of me, jeez.
Oh! Welcome to my house. Say hi.
Okay guys, let's go ahead and close the loop on what just happened here. We just made a bunch of money on this house and we made a young couple extremely happy, almost delirious with happiness that I think it calls for a celebration. So when in Jacksonville, do as the Jacksonvillians do, and I know that they're going to be celebrating. I'm going to go ahead and celebrate myself with a little Ciroc here. So everybody, signing off for now. Have a wonderful evening and go out and make some deals. And remember, it's not just about making money. It's about the happiness that you produce in your customers. Your sellers are your customers. They're happy that you got them out of a situation, and your buyers are certainly your customers. And you make them feel really, really good when you can get them in a house like that. That's the kind of reaction we're going for. That's what makes it all worth it. Cheers, folks.